All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's in. touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every...
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right in.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is White on the screen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Khan. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. First carry for James Conner, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No, check, Patriot!
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Steelers. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Hill. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jeremy Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escapes this, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Taylor. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now,
and the pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backward and very long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it's Michel once again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the toss, here's Michel. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Grant. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a first carry for Donald Pumphrey. He's got the first down and more past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Powering his way forward. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Back down that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
13, fellas, 13, watch 13.
Now Taylor on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Taylor to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Over!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man as Thielen is complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Taylor under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. That's going to be caught. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Here's Taylor. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that get first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation. But you have to.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball down.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm